Each day, there are many people looking into buying a Tesla, but the process of buying a Tesla is quite different than buying a typical vehicle from other brands. Instead of dealerships, Tesla sells direct to the customer, and you order your car entirely online. Even if you go to a Tesla storefront to buy a Tesla, they'll guide you through the process of ordering a Tesla online. This comes with certain benefits, but at the same time, information as to what you should buy can get a bit confusing. Today, we're going to break down Tesla's secret menu, so to speak, look into all the ways you could save money on your purchase, get the best possible features and more, so let's get into it. Oftentimes when you purchase a vehicle, the base model is the car kind of to avoid. It comes with enough interior downgrades that you'll definitely want to immediately upgrade to the more expensive vehicle. This leads many people to totally not believe a starting at MSRP price and see it as inaccurate for two reasons. First, it starts at a low price, but you'll obviously need to upgrade. Then the dealer will mark this up. In the case of a Tesla, however, this is not the case. First, their cars come with essentially the same interiors regardless of configuration. For example, a base Model Y at $47,740 has the same basic interior as the performance model, which is $54,490. For the Model 3, the base model does have a couple small downgrades, like a reduced sound system, no floor mats, and no fog lamps, but that's it. Aside from that, as a user, you'll hardly notice any difference, in part because the screen handles a lot of what you do in the car. Then for MSRP, Tesla does not upcharge. Once you configure your vehicle for a specific price, you are locked into that price for your delivery. Of course, there are required taxes and fees associated with any vehicle purchase, and then Teslas do have a destination and delivery fee of around $1,390. Interestingly enough, quote, every car manufacturer is required by law to charge a destination or delivery fee that represents the average cost to deliver the vehicle to any part of the country. Even if you went straight to the factory to pick up the vehicle, you'd still have to pay a destination fee. After that fee, though, there will be no dealer swindling or upcharge from Tesla. That's speaking of the cost that will happen across the board to every customer. However, there are a few ways that you could save money on your Tesla purchase. In some ways, Tesla is open about them, but it's also surprising how many complete their purchases and realize they missed out on a discount. Right now, Tesla is offering up to $1,000 off the purchase of a Tesla if you buy it using a referral code. Tesla issues referral codes to everyone who makes an account, and this is a built-in free advertisement incentive program that is built right into their app. If a Tesla owner sends you their link and you buy a car, you get a benefit, and so do they. Right now, this offer is pretty great. As a buyer, if you use anyone's Tesla referral link when buying a Tesla, you'll get $1,000 off the purchase of a Model S or X, or $500 off the purchase of a Model 3 or Y. On top of that, you'll get a free 3-month trial of Tesla's full self-driving package. This is the package that gives you features like auto lane change, auto park, summon, and the FSD beta. Simply by ensuring you use someone's referral link, you'll save a decent amount of money and be able to start ownership trying out their self-driving software. After that, the package is $15,000 to buy with the car, or you can subscribe for $200 per month. So I think it's a great way to test those features and see if they are worth the cost. To me, they are not worth the cost, but they're surely fun to play with for 3 months, and again, will clearly show you if they're worth it for you personally. Once they expire, do you want to pay up to have that, or is basic lane centering autopilot plenty? As a referrer as well, you'll get referral points. So once you have a link of your own, you can share that with a friend that may want to buy a Tesla. They'll get the discount and 3 months of FSD, and you'll get either 10 or 20,000 points. 10,000 for a Model 3 or Y purchase, and 20,000 for a Model S or X purchase. These can be redeemed for a variety of Tesla accessories from their store, a premium connectivity subscription, or my personal favorite, free supercharger miles. These referral points can be redeemed for some significant things and could pay for multiple weeks of charging or a few road trips depending on how much you drive. You can also opt to use your own referral link as a loyalty member when buying anything after your first Tesla. Lastly, as a referrer, if you refer someone to a Tesla demo drive, even without a purchase, you'll earn 100 credits. Just note that there is a cap on referral credit earnings in a particular time span. Those are the main benefits of the referral program, and it's definitely worth mentioning because it's a somewhat hidden Tesla discount on new vehicles. My referral link is in the description below, but you can use anyone's for the same deal. Right now though, Tesla is offering fairly steep discounts on certain vehicles in inventory. When you configure a new Tesla, it will either be matched with the exact configuration already be made, or it will be made to order. From there, you'll have an estimated waiting period. For all new Tesla vehicles right now, they estimate an August to September delivery. However, inventory can be delivered much quicker with a discount. On Tesla's website for the Model 3, you can custom order, or you can click Explore Inventory. What you'll quickly notice is that after clicking this button, Tesla is selling Model 3s at discounts of around $5,000 off, depending on the configuration. For example, here's a Model 3 Performance ready for instant delivery in the LA area at $49,720. As configured new, this car would be $55,240. Here's a long-range Model 3 at $44,410. Normally, this would be $47,240. What's more is that you can stack these discounts. By buying in inventory, you can get up to $5,000 off, and by using a referral code at the same time, that becomes up to $5,500 off. The biggest discounts right now are for the Model 3, and we think this is because Tesla is on the cusp of refreshing this car in a fairly big way, but they are offering discounts on the Model Y in inventory as well. I'm also seeing the same with the Model S and X, with some of these cars up to $9,000 off. Of course, you can stack the referral discount there too. For a Model S, that could mean a $10,000 difference from someone who custom orders and doesn't use a referral code. Those are the most obvious upfront discounts available for a Tesla of any type. But for the Model 3 and Y, in any configuration, those cars qualify for a $7,500 US federal EV tax credit. On their website, Tesla says all new Model 3 vehicles currently qualify for a federal tax credit for eligible buyers, reductions likely after December 31st. This same note is on their Model Y page as well. There are specific income caps, but each of these cars fall quite a bit under the price caps when configured in certain ways, and especially when ordered at the discounts we just mentioned. For many customers, this means a $7,500 savings on taxes that works out to be very worthwhile. Those price caps, however, are why the Model S and X do not qualify, and it could be a contributor to why the Model 3 and Y are far more popular than Tesla's flagship vehicles. On top of the federal tax credit, many states, cities, and even utility companies have their own incentives for buying an EV. Tesla has their own page where you can type in your zip code and see what incentives your car might qualify for. And then it's definitely worth researching for your city and power company as well. Aside from discounts, there are some interesting details to pay attention to when configuring a Tesla. First is range, and there are a few considerations here. For one, Tesla quotes their EPA range numbers, and in the real world, these rarely end up being accurate to user experience. In real-world 70-mile-per-hour testing, inside EVs has seen about 12% less range. Other studies have shown an even bigger difference. Range can also change depending on weather, so having a buffer is a good idea. That said, many assume they want the most range possible, but it can be worthwhile to assess your true daily needs. If you can charge at home and rarely see yourself driving over 150 miles in a day, then you may not have any reason to pay for a longer range Tesla. Even a 272-mile EPA estimated range, with a real-world range consideration, could be all you need. Then Tesla superchargers have you covered for longer trips. Then certain Tesla wheels get more or less range. In fact, in all Tesla vehicles, their included wheels have the best EPA range estimate. On a Model 3 rear-wheel drive, for example, the 18-inch wheels get an estimate of 272 EPA miles, but upgrading to 19-inch wheels drops that by 5 miles. Not too significant, but more noticeable on the long-range model. This has a 333-mile EPA estimated range, and the 19-inch wheels take that down to 315 miles. That's the same estimated range as the performance model with performance wheels. For the Model Y, the base model has a 279-mile EPA range, and upgrading to 20-inch wheels for $2,000 drops that by 10 miles. On the long range, that drops from 330 miles down to 318 miles. Then the performance model gets 303 miles of range. The range drops aren't too significant here, but definitely present and worth considering when paying to upgrade wheels. The biggest drop I noticed comes with the Model S Plaid. With stock wheels, it gets a 396-mile estimated range, but upgrading to the 21-inch wheels for $4,500 drops that range to 348 miles. So you take a 48-mile EPA range drop when upgrading wheels there. For most people, they won't really perceive these drops in range, but if you're concerned about getting the best range possible in your Tesla, do keep this in mind. One of the most interesting range considerations to me comes with the Model 3. Most Tesla batteries include a lithium-ion battery. This battery chemistry has the distinguisher of lasting longest when charged to 80 or 90%. By lasting longest, I mean for many years and not degrading too much throughout ownership. You only really want to charge to 100% with these batteries when needed for longer trips. So for daily driving a long-range Model 3, if you could achieve the EPA 333 miles, you'd actually charge to 80 or 90% of that. That would be about 266 to 299 miles available for you each day. For the rear-wheel drive Model 3 though, Tesla doesn't really mention this car having a difference, but it has a big one, an LFP battery pack. This is a newer, different battery chemistry that actually works best when charged regularly to 100%. So Tesla will recommend that you charge to 100% each day. That gives you the full, if achieved, 272-mile EPA range each day. So even though it's a lower range car, you actually have a similar amount of range available to you each day when comparing to the more expensive long-range version that you have to charge to 80 or 90%. If you're stressed about how to charge your Tesla after me talking about this, Tesla makes it very clear in the vehicle. Quote, "For regular use, we recommend keeping your vehicle set within the daily or recommended range bracket displayed on the Vehicle Center display under the Charge Settings menu. The recommendation will vary between vehicle configurations." So once you have the car, it's very easy to see how you should charge daily, but when buying, this is a factor that's somewhat secret. Right now in the US, the rear-wheel drive Model 3 is the only Tesla with this different style of battery pack that works great when charged regularly to 100%. Next up is a consideration for home charging, especially if you're buying a rear-wheel drive Model 3. This car is notable for having a smaller battery pack, and as we just mentioned, that battery uses LFP chemistry. For home charging, Tesla no longer includes a charger with vehicle purchases, so when you configure your car, you can choose their mobile connector for $230 or their wall connector for $475. For the more expensive wall connector, they say, our recommended home charging solution, with charging speeds up to 44 miles of range added per hour depending on vehicle model, a versatile indoor-outdoor design, and a 24-foot cable, the wall connector is our quickest, most convenient way to charge at home. Installation required and not included. The mobile charger, on the other hand, says useful when away from home on extended trips. Using a standard household outlet can provide charging speeds up to 3 miles of range per hour. Using a 240-volt outlet provides up to 30 miles of range per hour depending on vehicle model. Includes a NEMA 515 adapter and a NEMA 1450 adapter. The wall connector is notable for being faster, but requiring a hardwire install. The mobile connector can be a bit cheaper to install, or you may even have a NEMA 1450 plug that you can already use. Tesla also sells various adapters for this charger depending on the port you may already have. The way they word this though, it sounds like the wall connector is faster and worth the added install across the board. For most cars it is, but for the rear-wheel drive Model 3, it actually makes no difference. On the wall connector details page, Tesla says, maximum charge rate for Model 3 rear-wheel drive is 32 amps, 7.7 kilowatts, up to 30 miles of range per hour. This is the same max charge rate that the mobile connector gets. So if you're configuring a rear-wheel drive Model 3 and deciding which charger to get, there won't be a difference in charging speeds between these two options. You may still prefer the wall connector for various reasons, but that extra cost won't charge your rear-wheel drive Model 3 any faster. Tesla doesn't quite advertise this, and I figured this out for the first time when I installed my wall connector and couldn't figure out why it wasn't charging my rear-wheel drive Model 3 any faster than 32 amps. For any other Tesla vehicle, the wall connector will be faster. Next is a small tip when configuring a Model Y. If you want this car to have 7 seats, that configuration is available, but only in the long-range model. Tesla says this includes third row seating for 2, easy entry into third row USB-C charging, sliding second row with adjustable seat backs, fold flat second and third rows for maximum cargo storage, and electronic fold flat releases in trunk. It may not be super clear that it's available since you can only get it in one of the 3 configurations Tesla offers, but it's in there. Just keep in mind these seats are very, very small with very little headroom. They're mainly for small children and cost $2,500 extra. If you currently own a Tesla with the full self-driving package and would like to upgrade but haven't, now might be a great time for you. Many haven't wanted to upgrade their cars because they have the FSD package, Tesla still hasn't delivered true self-driving via software, and the system currently works such that the package leaves with the car when you sell it. Then you'd have to pay an increased $15,000 today to buy that package again on your new car. Well, for a limited time, Tesla is offering the ability to transfer the FSD package when buying a new car. They say customers who take delivery of a new Tesla vehicle between July 20th, 2023 and September 30th, 2023 may qualify for transferring full self-driving capability from their current vehicle to their new vehicle. This is a limited offer that seems to ultimately be a sales tactic, but for customers in the right scenario, it can be a great offer. The requirements here are have your new Tesla vehicle delivered between July 20th, 2023 and September 30th, 2023, be the legal owner and registrant of the current vehicle with full self-driving capability purchased outright, have the current vehicle and the new vehicle on the same Tesla account, agree to all additional terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are a bit extensive, so it's worth looking into detail if you're considering this. Either way, if you already have FSD and were planning to upgrade, this could be a great way for you to keep that package and save yourself $15,000 on the new car's purchase. After that, there are plenty of other considerations when buying a Tesla, like accessories to buy, including some that could even extend your vehicle's range. These wheel covers actually achieved better driving efficiency, which gets more use out of the battery and is pretty great. However, today's video was mainly concerned about the things that could save you money when buying a Tesla vehicle that Tesla themselves don't really make obvious. I hope this video was helpful for you, and in the meantime, if you want to see my full video about the best Tesla accessories to buy for your new Model Y or 3, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.